beautiful fellow human beings. Hope everyone's having a beautiful evening. Oh. So, gonna make that articulated Heisenberg. Oh yeah, it's been a day. Brutal day, but beautiful nonetheless, I think. Alright, a few more things. Excuses. Let us see. Lettuce, cabbage. Alrighty. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I was showing my mom the feathers. She is quite taken by them. And, yeah. So, good evening. Happy Pajama Party in the USA. Going to make the post-fly kits Heisenberg. I'm really stoked on this because I've been down in my hometown and I haven't been at my desk for over a month now, so this comes with everything you need to try something new. And I sure as heck haven't tried an articulated fly yet, so I'm really excited for this, needless to say. And a really beautiful little thing. Holy trucks. I really appreciate that, incognito no shift. Please do never hesitate. Because I can make other things, which hopefully soon I'll be able to get like copper, because that I can do outside. Because as beautiful as it would be to tie flies outside, the feathers are an issue. I was thinking of like making a felt table, and hey code, finally got on. So yeah, y'all, I've been trying to come on for the last few hours, but that's how it usually goes. And but somehow there is, oh well, shoot, don't want to waste the thread. So I guess my dad meant a white bait fish with red on the top. So it was pretty funny. He really liked the red bait fish. However, he handed it back to me, and I was confused. He's like, you should make one that is, oh, do I? I'm taking a screenshot before it gets removed or something. This is pretty funny. So he was gonna finally try to tie up that Heisenberg. Oh man, I really don't know what to say. I feel like I really appreciate that. This is wild. It's gonna honestly be put to good use, and maybe a few supplies, but turns out there are way more appointments coming up. Like, I know the treatment's gonna be wild appointment wise, but holy trucks, there's all these in between appointments that I could read the times, and I'm desperately trying to map them all out. somehow 3 were set in one day, and everything's in different buildings, in some cases different cities. Oh, I guess it's on there. Dang it. Well, I have notes here. So, alright, let me just read through this real quick. We went through all that, or went to all that. So, starting next month, 4th, 8:15 somewhere until 12:30, but also there's another really important one at 11, and also one at 9 in the morning. So you can tell I'm probably, oh, I'm burnt, but burnt out. I wish I was sunburnt, jeez. But, and then the next day is 7 a.m. and, well, it's at 9 a.m. so you have to get there at 7. And then the day after that is, there's no time set yet, and the day after that is 7 a.m. And then a few days break. The 13th is 11:45, and I think that is, and then the other is 2 on another day, but that's a long time from now. But so I'm not sure how to navigate next week, personally. So I may be quite absent, or wow, yeah. I'm pajama-ing hard. I'm trying to think of better ways to sit in this chair. Code. Feel free to. Yeah. Right, and none of those schedules include any of the treatments. It's all pre-op or like preparatory, and a few like port is being placed. And every single appointment has to be like authorized. It's maddening. Truly maddening. But that's what this little corner of the world is for, is to step away for a second and to prepare for better things, because next time we are by water, we will be at least amply prepared to tinker or to experiment. And after the treatment, some time should be all prepared with the bait caster, at least to try. But I have been learning a little here and there on saltwater setups. Really intense. Oh man, incognito, nacho, yeah. Throat cancer here too. That's brutal. I hate to ask, but like, how did that go? It's so far surely one of the worst experiences I've been through. I'm still kind of thick in it, but better get it done, I guess. Because there's another spot in his lungs, but they're gonna treat the throat first, and holy no code, hell yeah. So we're going to oh no, how do you no, how do you unremove? Shoot, I am no good at this. Look what you did, Slur. How do I I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Incognito, Nacho, because you retyped that. I was trying to hit a different message. I'm just no good at this. Crap. Oh man. Was that like a saying, or did your goat indeed take a poo in the middle of your living room? I was watching a bunch of goat videos today. They're a good one. I had adopted a pig when I lived in a small little Lakeworth apartment, but Code and I had him for years, indoor pig, and essentially a roommate, I will say. My firstborn son, but miss that guy every day. But goat is definitely in the future. They're just so cool. Very interesting. It's like you know, pigs are super intelligent, so it's like it's a sentient being, hardcore sentience. Like once it was really cold, and this is when I did heavily enjoy beer. A good deal, like, and seemingly cheaper the better. But so there's an 18-pack of Bush in the backyard. It was very cold, it was winter, so kept it up there. And long story short, went out for one, and it was chaos. They were the whole 18-pack was completely busted open, and there was like a ton of crushed cans with like 2 gaping holes in it, and a wasted pig. And I forever regret not getting footage, because I was just more so concerned. This is like, holy shit. He was wasted, Blue was, and yeah. But they sedate pigs with beer, so it was a non-issue. It's just it was very funny. I was walking around like an Irishman, like a stereotypical like cartoon, like 1930s cartoon, like very funny. Almost like every day. But the colors, they are brune. They're brown, and this is also brown, and the walls are brown. But really super 70s room. The walls are wood, like the wood panels, and I guess the kind of matching blinds. They've been here since the 70s. This was my grandparents' house at one point. And I have, well, yeah, I'm curious. Oh, God, I found a picture of my grandpa with the giant cows. Oh, here's my mom in this house, so you can see the wood paneling. And this ceiling is cool. It has starburst print, and I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's from the 60s. There's a few others that might be in here. I think it's hella interesting. Well, I suppose I won't bother too much, but Santa! I'm really, wait. Alright, 2 seconds and I shall. I may or may not get a haircut. Alright, so we're giving up on the Santa picture. So, let's see. Is that why you were asking what color the curtains were? Holy trucks, that's really funny. So, I watched the video a few times, but I tell you what, I'm not exaggerating. My brain will probably be quite white mush for a good amount of time, and so probably gonna tie along like a proper craft kit. I do miss the like pamphlets and photos of step by step. I like the thread it came with just fine. Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna rip. I guess that's all I mean with that. Let's like this and then zoom in. Bless you. Bless you. Oh, so I'll try to zoom it in here. Try to get more clothes that are plain. I might grab my sweater because at least it's solid blue. Or maybe more light. Ooh. Here, I might as well figure this out now. Oop. What was that? Oh, I appreciate the snag fishing. Cause that was pretty funny. So, okay. I'm going to put this here a little to the right. Yeah, once it bugged really hard and it was showing the I don't even know how to explain it, but alright. So my hands are a little cold, but it's starting to warm up. I should grab the computer charger too. Maybe. Oops. A little less. Light is pretty intense. Hope everyone's night is beautiful. I have yet to give any form of articulated patterns a go, so quite stoked. And so for the tail, I wonder, and this pattern also includes a step where, or I don't know what I'm saying. This pattern also has palmered. What? I need to get some sun. It looks sickly, but this okay, light better. Alright. So this pattern also has some palmered marabou in the front portion, which I have yet to give that a go, so I'm really excited for that stage. And about a hook shank, and curious as to when they say hook shank, is it from the curve to the like the whole hook, or just the flat portion? Flat portion plus eye, flat portion sans eye, or is this a hook length, like the whole thing a hook length? My knee is in the way of what? I promise you it's not in the way of anything. There are no mountains in this state. Yeah. There are no mountains in this state. Very excited to Palmer. There's a few things I've never tried with marabou, and one being Palmer, one being using like the rest of this to wrap around the hook. So I think it's about there because the hook starts having a little bit of a curve. I really need to get y'all lower and me higher somehow. Oh, we're comfortable tonight. Usually I'm like propped myself up in a very okay, so two more wraps. Oh, buddy, hey, look. This is the key to understanding this, isn't it? Alright, so I went a little too long with this. We're learning here. I really do need to start populating the title of the video again, because to specify it's a beginner fly tying stream, but everything's golden. I gotta bring that little heater. My hands get freezing over here. Great way to catch a cold. If it's like rainy or something, you can say I went fishing, but or like for like maybe what's it called? A thermometer maybe case. You can make a thermometer case that says like I went fishing, but all I caught was a cold. I created a little kink in the feather, unfortunately, so just trying to get it. Like, okay, so I'll use that one for the palmering. There's just one more. Alright, we're good. There's quite a few people here, which is blowing my mind. Like, as of lately, I was wondering where everybody hails from, or what body of water are y'all near? If not coastal, like lakes. Alright, you know, I just did such a good job at kinking it and produced a little bit of awkwardness to try and work with it. Alright. I'm still kind of learning how to work with things and how to hold the stuff. Even how to hold it, I should say. So, a hook shank length. So it'll be like there. Because this is one of the most forgiving processes really to creating anything. And like tailorable, just like clothing. I mean, I suppose you are dressing a hook. I was trying to figure out what the best how to spell fly tire, I'll be honest. I couldn't figure out what seemed to be the preferred spelling. And that's another question that I'll probably ask quite a lot to see, maybe. See as many opinions on that. Okay. Now, I did notice that he didn't trace the thread all the way along the hook, but what happened? Anyway, but instead did one of these numbers, like so, and I got a hook right back, went here, and did like so, and then did something else. Alright, right on. So, like, thing. What did you do up there again? I'm sorry, Mr. Postfly. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't perform. He like twisted it. And it made it like nice and a little more collected. Alright, sorry. I am technically not technically, Jesus. I'm also kind of trying to tie along, but I keep changing the video. There she blows. So let's see. I don't usually watch crafting. Steve Bannon, very cool. Yeah, fly tying. I'm coming from crafting, to be honest. So, like, kind of popsicle sticks and the pom poms, crochet and shit. But natural evolution, I suppose, and bonus points for catching fish, or having the potential to. Because as soon as I get pretty, more antiquated, I think I'm thinking of a different word, but anyhow, I'll be really focusing on how to fish with them, or present them, if you will. Because that, I am still fish out of water. think I wanted to stop a little sooner. That's okay. This kit comes with enough to make a few. And again, I've never made an articulated fly, so I think that's what I'm most excited for. And it comes with everything that you need for the finished fly. That there. I mean, that is pretty sweet. That is a pretty sweet addition. That's one of the big reasons. I mean, excluding the obvious, having like a true piece of American history to hold. One of the reasons I find it very cool to have some of Lefty's flies, especially as a beginner, even though maybe, so I don't know, but you could like really tactily learn from one of the best, especially in the field of saltwater fly tying, which I plan to learn for everyone and as much water as I can, but for flies I'd probably make myself friends and family. The saltwater, the big beautiful massive streamers. Can't get enough. And slowly gonna start planning to tie some pike flies, but in the saltwater kind of coloring. Like instead of the olive, orange, and gold, maybe blue, yellow, and silver. Or kind of suppose. I'm taking it nice and slow with this one. I mean, it feels just like getting a craft kit. And to this day, I enjoy me a craft kit. So how do I always have it where I feel good about the placement, and then all of a sudden, it moves to a different city. The crystal flash. It's gonna... if y'all can hear the TV, definitely let me know. Every channel is seemingly a different volume. Roman, that's an O. I do though. I do have long ass fingers. No complaints here. Wait till you see my feet. No, I'm just kidding. But he's like nothing. But I was able to learn piano and not really learn piano, but I was able to tinker and have a good time, because like I can't do it anymore, but I was able to get this like absolutely straight just from stretching, because then you can play the octaves, which always sound pretty cool. So let me see. Oh gosh, I'm so stoked. Ooh, this is the part. Where did I put it? This is the part. But I've lost it. is the nicest chenille I've ever had in front of me thus far. I have this. And that's why I've been trying to use dubbing for everything to hopefully kind of emulate this. So, there's two things that I've yet to experience, which is Schlappen. And I did loads of reading on both Schlappen and Hackle. And the differences. And this, more webby. But they're really pretty. The color, the white, that creamy, kind of like angelic top. Thankfully, I think I've only had one inquiry, but should I put the green or the white at top? Oh, I'm so excited for this part. Let me get some of this on first before I keep. I'm so stoked on that. This stuff, I wish I had a little collection container because this would be immaculate in resin. It would give you a really opal effect, just sprinkling that in. Like if you had one shark tooth you wanted to put in resin, put that and sprinkle some of this in the background and it will refract so much light. I could probably dig out a ring that I made my mom, and I made it here. I actually made it on a stool with my UV light, some copper I found under the pool table here, and some mylar scraps. Oh, whoops. Now let me put the feathers. Scared Larry. What keeps happening? I need to know. Every time I press pause. I look. Oh, that color combination. I mean, don't I put this one in? Oh, I really. Well, technically, code only 1 feet inquiry, only 1 foot inquiry. Yeah, so I've been trying to figure out where they're building that. What is? It just happened again. I had it up and I had it paused, and it just. Okay, but I suppose I could just observe. Really nice, kind of. Oh, good night. What time is it? What one is it? The peach one?
The new one.
About an hour.
Yeah, that's been more than an hour.
That's fine then.
Okay. Yeah, Dad's the elevator's almost off and everything, so.
Yeah. Remind me tomorrow. I'll call that place that code went to.
Okay. All right, boo-boo. Well, have fun. Don't be up all night.
I won't.
Okay, and don't forget if you're hungry to eat, please.
Yeah.
You have your spaghetti sitting there.
Yeah, I'll finish it.
Okay. Love you, baby.
Love you too. So.
I know why you're not saying it.
Well, but here, let me get this on. So, holy trucks, I keep doing it. All right, let me just type it. Post fly. I really do think I might try to get more of these kits. Eventually, I think just getting a few months of it gives you something to look forward to. The end of the week. I do like subscription boxes. There's all kinds of them, like even for seeds and things. But I just want to see what the orientation is. That okay, so. Oh. People are just real good. What's happening? When I pause it and when I unpause it, it gives this error screen and then it goes to the next video. That's wild. I'm glad I finally seen it. They have a video that goes along with their kits. Pretty decent setup here. I'm not sure when they started making these fly tying kits, but I suppose it would make sense that I would only recently get advertisements, but couldn't have found it at a perfect timing. And please do, like, whoever sent this, please let me know. I'm really brutally grateful. That's a given, but also just very taken by this kit. I'm definitely gonna be getting more, because from what I can tell, they have tons of varieties. And there's so many different little techniques that are deployed in this guy that I've never tried. Like using the longer fiber dubbing as proper material and bulk for the head. The dumbbell eyes, I'm real stoked on that. Articulation with the cord, the fine line. I think it's called Fireline or Firewire, the stuff that I have for crafting. I do want to give it a go for this. So let's get this stuff back. Alright. Counter up. Oh man. Non-skippable ads. Perfect timing. It is going to be articulated EWOs. Maybe use Chrome and not Safari. Good point. Good point, I will. So, the articulation here is going to be this fine line. And I was set to have some grip in the video, so really excited to... I have loads of beading beading wires that are like a cord inside and then wrapped in metal and then sealed in kind of like plastic. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna overwrap her? We're creating this along with the post-fly video. I am truly giddy. I think I'm making this last as long as possible because there's so many different patterns, obviously unsponsored, but there's so many different patterns and it comes with loads of different techniques that, you know, the beginner might not have gotten to yet. I'm zenned out. That, oh dear, that's real nice. Oh dear. And it's nothing special, I'm sure, to most, but it's like the just trying to see now. I think I need to learn how to better position hackle feathers that going to hackle. Because sometimes it feels very awkward to move them. But let me see. Oh my. Oh man. Oh gosh, I am over the moon. I really am. This is sweet. Let me try to get this a little bit more collected. And maybe lock that. Man, oh man, oh man. I am taken back. I'm really excited with this. I wish my tail had a little bit more life, but, you know, we're learning. And for the legs, I'm not really sure what these signify, because I believe this is a bait fish. However, there are no rules in nature, and there's also perhaps the possibility that they produce movement. I'm not sure if anybody knows. I appreciate that, Ewos. Not sure what these little rubber legs kind of signify on the side. I do like them. Nice coloring to them, and they have some glitter. Oh, my hands are frozen solid though. I cannot wait until summer. I feel like rotting wood. Alright. Alright, now I get the other side on and let the excitement mount for the front, because the dubbing section is gonna be where it's at for me, that's for sure. I really, really like visually what dubbing with Flash looks like, and don't have many that are long fibers yet currently. Did find some like 0.7 millimeter glow-in-the-dark tinsel. I'm not sure how long like the glow lasts in a material like that, but I'm curious. So that is the back portion of the okay, I gotta help this a little bit. No need to ask, it's a smooth operator. Song stuck in my head all day. Smooth operator. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Western. I don't know what she says. Western Maine? Western Maine. Or maybe she does. Excuse me. I just will do maybe just 1, 2. Like, I don't know. I gotta just get some more confidence in myself with knots, so don't overdo it. I dropped something that was probably a bit important, but let me get rid of these straps. And gonna wait to trim the legs until afterwards. And get this. Here's the back portion of the gosh, I've said it so many times that I'm starting to forget. I suppose it is right here in front of me. The Heisenberg! And that's that bottom section hidden down under. Oh, I suppose that could have been the hook that fell. It was. And I'll be real, I'm a little nervous for the front bit, which kind of excluding the front and the articulation bit is pretty well the same. Welcome to the pajama party. Leave the legs long. Alright, hey Eros, so on a fly like that, is this a bait fish? And if so, what do the legs signify, or do they just add to the pattern, or just like mash up patterns very lively, or perhaps produce a different movement? And these have really nice bends, but they start like here rather than like I believe it's gonna be about here. Alright, I'm excited. Oh, shoes. Now what about the fire line? Ah, these eyes. Really can't get over them. I'm wondering if they have a like if there's ever problems with popping them out, maybe you could just coat or dome it with resin to further it. I don't know how necessary that is, but as usual, if anybody has any song, recipe, movie recommendations. I used to collect recipes from like every few years there would be like a Facebook chat group that I somehow end up in, and last time I ended up collecting a bunch of recipes from it, and I tell you what, I made someone's meatloaf, like their family's meatloaf. Oh boy, was it good. It was like balsamic meatloaf. Holy trucks. It's amazing. Oh. What am I doing it? Yeah. Kind of like holding them down. And then we'll go around town and like bind it. And bind all the threads. Oh, mommy. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, that's funny. Alright. I do want to add glue, and I feel like I overdrew eyes when putting them on, but I'm not, you know what I mean? Because they're quite heavy things. In there. Ain't he cute? Look at Bastlers. A lot of this. Mass amounts of this. I did notice that. Some of the Bastlers are downright gorgeous. Let me see if I can find the colored deer stacks. They look like tropical fish. They kind of look like, honestly, Christmas ornaments from a Florida tourist shop. Deer stacked bass. They were like, holy trucks. I've never seen it. Yeah. So, who did this? Like, what? Get out. That's not allowed indoors. Oh, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So, Monsieur, Pat. Oh, okay. So, what was it? Okay, Pat Cohen. And so let me just try to hold this up so y'all can see. I would put just a link, but Pat Cohen. And I just looked up deer stacked bass fly patterns, and it comes up in Google search. Just extraordinary. Quack Attack! How you doing tonight? Visiting here, how you doing tonight? Northern Pike, intense. I'm not sure what it was in the canal. It was huge. Let me see. It was because it's that shape. And I never, that was just a confusing. Yes. Alright. Oh, it must have been that. Remember? Yeah, because it must have been a gar, like a small gar. No, it could have been a pike. It had a needly nose, but not like as needly, I don't think. But it was huge. I didn't hook it or anything, but really liked the shrimp. It was in a farm canal, like canals that they have running through the farms. Yeah, for real. Just hang them on your Christmas tree. Don't use them to catch fish, but you could certainly use them to catch some Christmas compliments. For some reason, you know, I'm sure it has to do with like the flash and like the fluff, but gosh, I just want to be watching. And I've never really been that into Christmas movies, but I don't know, like maybe a big, thick, blue speckled mug of coffee in like Christmas movies. Fly tying on a rainy day is probably unknown pleasure I just didn't know existed, but always feels Christmassy for some reason. I've been meaning to say that. Same thing with Scotland. Scotland always feels Christmassy. Good eye. Holy trucks, that's really intense. How do you remedy this? All right. Wow. Thank you so much visiting here. That's wild. How did you see that? Because this is probably excluding the black that I haven't really messed with yet. A few things, but it's very thin. Oh, wow. There's a channel here on YouTube, Stan's Flies, and I was wondering if that style had, oh yeah, that's huge, but I wonder if that style had a name, the using the flats of turkey flats for tails. Oh, that's nice. Wow, just see, I have a rotten focus. That's why I try to keep it to books, because at least you can't kind of get too lost or in a separate direction. But Mainly Flies has a realistic brook trout fly that has the like flat portions as a tail. It's just a surreal like when I used to doodle fish, I would draw essentially feathers for their fins. I could hear my dad watching shorts in there. I really appreciate that, Incognito Notch. I still can't get over that good eye. That was truly. So first time seeing this stuff, feels like some pretty dang sturdy cord, perhaps with wire inside. I'm not sure, but it's called Fireline. And this is going to give the articulation of this fly, which is wild. Not what I expected. I keep meaning to try to find a pack of those clips, however. Probably gonna see if oh shoot. I'm gonna mute this real quick because of the music in the background. My dad's big fan of YouTube right now, which is beautiful. A lot of footage, like I'm sure like his eyes can't believe because of drones and underwater cameras. Blows my mind. Hey Coop, how you doing? Definitely am, but maintaining it, so perfect place to be. Hope everything's alright, at least not too unbearable. Oh, when I talk. Oh, absolutely. No, I should thank y'all. Like, it's does wonders for. I don't know. It's like show and tell or something. Olivia, that was one of my favorite things, but I'd be excited to show someone. But then, of course, like since you're a kid and like you have really bad confidence, so you're like, I don't want to show it anymore. But I'm genuinely excited to pop on daily, because it not only means I'm gonna get some practicing, because I gotta tinker at least once a day on anything, and gotta keep your hands busy, but really I just couldn't think of enough. You enrich my life, and I'm not saying that like just to say it, but I mean I have pages of notes of just advice from y'all and random things to check out, and crafting is probably not the most social job, so kind of feels like a hack, if you will. How to turn the most like isolating pastime into the most social activity. I'm waiting to see where he ends. So just past the curve, because that maybe helps it anchor a little better also. And I suppose I should cut this. It'll be about 2 beads. Alright. Very interesting material. It feels sturdy. And I know what's coming is the beads, which another very exciting aspect for me, because I got loads of beads. And I collected beads that I also probably wouldn't use for stuff for myself and are really heavy, but I think would be excellent weights. Has anybody used glass beads before for weight? Okay. This is so exciting. I really wish I was a little bit more calm and collected, but oh, upside down. Wait, right? Yeah. Because very exciting. This is surreal. And I realized I could be using the Mardi Gras beads. Mardi Gras beads for plastic eyes, for large flies that I don't need the extra weight or what have you. Okay. What a treat this is. And again, if anybody sent this, I don't know who to thank. There's been, alright, so let me get this a little bit further up and then I'm going to add some glue. Some penetrator. Yeah. I remember, I used to like the, 80s cartoons a lot, but I always heard that He-Man was just to sell action figures. And once it was on, found this weird like satellite thing and I put it on the TV and He-Man happened to be on a marathon and holy trucks, really blatant. It's just few shows like that won't have much substance at all, but okay. I'm gonna leave it to about here. Oh, show me that's laughing. Gonna bend that and tuck that here. An eye, a hook eye back. So we have room to, ooh, I like this thread. Room to do the dub. I mean, you know what? I might as well just keep this going. Oops. Super locked in. Beautiful material. Okay. Oh, I apologize. Let me get this. So, really, really nice. On top of that, it's brand. Oh no. Hey, maybe it's a good day for legs. I don't mean to make lightly of that, but see, the few times that I did do like get into modes where I exercise, I always only do legs, and then I still want bulkier arms, because I'll be real, I have chicken shit arms. I'm talking popsicle sticks. I'm talking concerning looking. Even though I'm really strong, but for some reason, can never bulk up. And then I've always wanted to. my arms, but but in those like fits I get like really into squats, I guess, and pretty much nothing else. It's kind of like I tried to get into push-ups for a while. I just never feel like I'm doing them right. And for this portion, we are essentially repeating the... Ooh, hello, that was almost bad. I love my... Never mind. I really like the product penetrator. Next generation of thick men? Ow. Okay. So we're gonna cover that with this. Let's get some schlappen and some schlappen. God, I can't get... Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's too funny. I have noticed that in, like men and women that, there's definitely, separate focuses. Same thing, now that I'm thinking about it, when my cousin used to go, because I used to go with her to, like, a proper gym, and we would just sit there on the leg workout machines, just, like, chilling. I do miss the gym, because, like, more liable to get something out of it. It's one reason why I don't mind helping someone move, because free exercise and a lot of it. But I always wanted to at least give a proper go at proper building, whether it be strength, stamina, balance. I hope you can't hear that in the background. I'm just gonna use that. Wish you could see that in person. It just looks like a little hat. Dear Lord, I skipped a step. Oh! It's okay. I skipped a step. I skipped the step that I'm most excited for too. Well, one of them is the hackling of marabou down the body where that cord is stashed. So, I don't know if you can hear that. Yes! Very nice. Legs included. Yeah, and so I always think about the center of gravity, which I never thought about until there was some internet trend or challenge that was men and women picking up chairs while like being like leaning on the wall, and yeah, it was just different center of gravity, which is wildly fascinating. Like oh, very cool. Center of gravity, totally different. Oh, I'm not saying like anything politically or whatever, but interesting. I just realized like what happened? Alright, I hope this will be, you know, no length. Can't believe I almost forgot this portion. Oops. Can I use this to maybe soften that hump? Oh, it does have a flashback of like Park Avenue fried pickles. I don't know if they exist anymore. Pretty cool reaching, like, you know, the world changes so rapidly, like, and like having memories of places that don't exist anymore, like Eckerd's. Very sharp hooks. Oops, okay. I'm gonna have to think this through a little better. Just definitely wish I had my bodkin, which I was pronouncing wrong. I was calling it a bobkin, which I feel like is a thing. Maybe. Let's see. Are you it? Okay. I don't want this to unravel, so I'm gonna put these hackle pliers. This, I'm gonna have to brush. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure I'm doing this right. I'm a little lost. Trying to be as delicate as I can. Sorry about that. I just got a little lost there. So here, let me just give a second to think. Fortune machine and a die. Oh. I was just telling my parents because I was trying to show my mom how to use Facebook, and like these days it is definitely different. And I was telling her I met my friend, and it's like he's a total asshole, like the worst, just really mean, does not. But it was the only person that wasn't like fake nice, and like I respected that. I still talk to him to this day. I live in China. Well, he said he was gonna live in China, and he did. Alright, so before I think what happens. The hook is right there. It's such a long fiber. Alright, I gotta, let me just watch exactly. Okay. So, again, we're learning, y'all. Never made an articulated fly before. Happy mistakes. So, certainly never hackled or palmered. May have done blood quill before. But I'm gonna give that another go. I just can't wait to get this process down. Okay, so when I got myself good that time, but not good enough. But when I trap this, I'm going to probably try to get all those fibers a little more together. This was emotionally confusing. This part. I know I did something wrong. An especially sharp hook. A very sharp hook. Ooh. Okay, now we got our feathers. Hope everyone's night is golden, especially Coops. Cause brutal. Epsom salt. Epsom salt. Sure Code actually knows a lot of good tricks for oh boy, boy. Alright, let me hurry with that. Let me penetrate. I'm gonna get flagged for saying that so many times. God, I don't do that very often. I'm gonna just hurry up and trap everything. Okay. So probably to here. Oh, it's nerve-wracking. Managed. One, two, three, two. So how is that song stuck in my head? Far away from the thread this time. Alright. Oh, I should check on the cats. Yeah, we good. Especially sharp hooks. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I definitely did something not right. That's just not right. But we're gonna carry on because I can always. It's just this part is very odd. Well, I better carry on because the first one, you know, trying to figure out where to go as you're like getting there. And I do want to get more of their kits because it comes with everything. And then, gosh, if anybody could put any of these to use, probably not the first ones because they're usually a little wonky. Because figuring out in real time, but I have a lot to learn because this is one of the target species is trout. I understand that there's many different trouts, but many different trout, but I see I guess smaller hooks. And so that was already interesting, but it was also recommended for warm waters. Hope that's not a snake charmer. Freaking assholes. No offense, like maybe there were like legit ones out there somewhere. But they like glue the mouth shut of the snake. that's not downright awful, I just don't know what it is. But, you know, I know I don't live in a place with a problematic cobra population, so I do know that, I mean, we got coral snakes. I mean, I guess I don't know. I heard that they no longer carry the anti-venom for, I'm not too sure. And it's time. This is probably gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but very excited. And I just realized I didn't scroll down. Holy trucks, Cooper. I really appreciate it. You're out having a bad day and then treating someone like that. That's really something else. I really appreciate it. And please never hesitate. I'm really happy to, you know, here every weekday, so I always need more stuff to make. So this is a little more different than I expected. Let me grab maybe some more out. Yeah, this might take a little getting used to it. Trying to, they make it look so easy and effortless, but just trying to get some long, like get the long fibers. Some are very long. It's okay. That's much too much. Little thing. Because I could always add this little by little. I'm not trimming this yet, but I do want to get just this. Interesting. Just at least start with these clumps. So like tying in and then back to get, you know, the front body or the front like shape, meaty shape. And after a few clumps, it really just takes on real life. And then at the end, you give it a haircut. Very scraggly, but very beautiful. So, I need some help along the dubbing of the face. Hope everyone's night is perfect. Every time, like, I say that, I say it a few seconds later, and then I realize I just said it. Oh, Ben, how you doing? Yeah, crazy life patience indeed. The palm ring, I used to try to double all the feathers, which I think in regards to the feathers is my favorite little thing is the doubling it with scissors. Oh, it makes wrapping it, but I guess that's specific doubling. I'm not sure, but when I was first learning how to wrap feathers, which I'm still not the best at it, um, that's how I did it. Was doubling, because like unfortunately I have no one to ask like in locally like to show like if anything is proper or not, which you know that's probably just in movies a lot of the time. To stumble into a fly shop and like be adopted by a salmon, but the so like sometimes I have no idea I'm doing anything wrong, but also kind of like ultimate freedom and messing up. But hold please, I'm rambling a little bit because I gotta I gotta grab something real quick. I feel bad for walking away, so I've been trying not to. Back. Hoi. Okay, I'll be real. I'm a little nervous about this part. Next time I'm out in the swamp, I have to use Code's 3D printer gonna try to print something to hold onto the vise so I can keep the bobbin out of the way. So it calls for a pretty heavy dubbing loop, which shoot. Sorry. Oh wait, what did I? Okay, yeah. I showed my dad Valkyrie brand. My dad's recently been diagnosed with cancer, so he deserves some distractions. I was trying to think of like YouTubers to subscribe to from like his phone so he could have some good stuff to watch. Oh, who's that one guy? Shoot. Code, if you're here, who's that one guy? And he had to make like 3 different channels. And he's like always talking about Rumble. Shoot. So maybe this is actually not going as bad as it usually does. Progress. This is a longer dubbing, which I quite like. I plan on making some bait fish, which, from what I understand, polar hair is like finer, a lot softer than craft fur, but I'm gonna be using craft fur until I get the hang of the tying process itself. Then I'll move up to more specific materials. And please never hesitate. So got a bunch of long dubs. Getting it started is sometimes quite difficult. I want new twist. Oh shoot. Well, I gotta get it a little twisted first. And then like this. Oh, just first. It's just not as shaggy as I think I need it to be. So let me just continue to oh, one moment. I don't know the lyrics, but that song gets stuck in my head a lot. It's a little bit of an addicting song. I hope you understand. Leggy. Pick some of that out. Okay. So, major improvement needed, but I think I needed a little bit heavier on these portions, so maybe we'll try to get a little heavier here. Ooh, let me close this so I don't get all gunked up myself. Stuck in my head. Hardcore. Some of the best skate music, if anybody has ever had a portion of their life where they just trying to get some of this groups together and then placed. But slowly getting the hang of it. Like, got it grouped and then get the scragglies and place them. And then kind of continue to do that. If anybody's got any music recommendation. Like, what song can you not skip ever? Or like, what song do you think would make the world a better place if they would only play it on the radio? I'll never forget, like, Colorado, and this was forever ago, like a century ago. I was so surprised what they had on the radio, but it turned out to be college radio. There were like a lot of different college radios. Should I do the bottom first? So, you know what? Okay. Just wanted to try. Oh, helicopter. Just wanted to try to get a little more even. very, very beautiful like color combination, and the next one will be will go much more, you know, smoother. But gotta start somewhere. I don't know why, but how I said gotta start somewhere reminded me in like every movie when there's a baby, we would go mama. And like once I saw an article about it, and I was like, I knew it. I always hear it, and like just about every movie, and I can't find any information on it anymore. Mama. Just like super generic, like baby sound. Always sounds so out of place. Like it's almost like must be like an inside joke to like editors or something. Oh, do I hear Scottish people? Code, you gotta send my dad stuff on Messenger. Like funny videos. Still just trying to get this. This, I tell you what, this took a little longer than I thought it would. But the first time like tying a pattern is a pretty dang well beginner. I feel like it's gonna take a while. But zero complaints. Happy to be here. Thoroughly enjoying it. Okay. Nice big old boo for this. Some fibers are just super long. Just thinking about all the AI. It's like, oh, look at the Prince Harry's daughter with Meghan Markle. And it's just AI as hell. But like, also my mom's used to seeing a lot of filters and stuff. So I'm showing her more and more AI examples of it. She's like, Jesus Christ, every time. Can you imagine what my grandpa would have like thought of all this? Wild. Just need a little bit more room to, or to remove some of these fibers. Probably would be the better option. Because of like, if it's too thick to, oh, I got it. Maybe that might be too much. Like an intensive class on how to leave yourself room at the eye. Just trying to get everything covered. Alright, I'm overdoing it. And I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I wouldn't have though if I didn't give this Heisenberg a go. Which the next one going to be even better. But we learned some things. I learned some things. I'm sorry, it's like OCD at this point. I'll just do 1, 2, and then I'll be in a nice gracious spot. So now I have to figure out how to properly give it a haircut without affecting the shape negatively. Hey, come. I'm also going to be, my mom's a product of the 80s, so she has a long history of wearing very heavy earrings. So I'm gonna be making her, I doodled just so I could show. I'm gonna be trying to make these hair clips because she really liked a few of them, so I was gonna try to make them wearable form for her. So perhaps tomorrow morning I'll give that a go. I think. Oh, it's just pointed really down. My hair is all messed up. I'm glad it was zoomed in so y'all can see my facial expression is trying to, cause I'll give it a haircut a little bit now. But I'm a little scared, so let me look at it. I'm really excited. Try not to touch the... There's your hook. Ah! It works. Your hook. But I think maybe next time I'm gonna try to make sure that gap doesn't get filled up at all. First attempt at Postfly's Heisenberg kit. Real stoked on it. And so here is my go. I have to work on the marabou real bad. I just don't know what I did. But anywho, not bad. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. I'm just a beginner, so I can't really like review like in regards to quality wise, but I personally give her a 10 out of 10. Time of my life. Stoked. Best planet ever. So this is the one it came with. Much meatier. Oh, look at that profile. Oh, that's sweet. That is precious. But mine, you know, it got caught in a tide pool and lost a lot of its fat content. But wow, so I thought I was overdoing it. Because see, I'll be real. If it I probably would have invested. It's just how it lays. It's just like that is just something else. I cannot wait to see how that face, like, it's, you know, scraggly or whatever, but it's fleshy, meaty. The bag's in the way. But like that, and just like that pink exposed. Can't wait to get the hang of it. And then try to tie them up in kind of localized colors and patterns. But I'm probably gonna watch the video a few more times. Which I have no complaints on how my little guy came out. I'm stoked to take him for a little ride, even just to, you know, see how it moves and learn a little something. I can't wait for warmer water. I really can't. Taking these in the water and swimming with them is really nice. Something else. There you go. Maybe that's a little better. The Heisenberg. And I think I saw some of their other kits have variations. But really stoked. So cold. If you want to take her to the lake, all you. Been wanting to make some more water bass flies. And then tomorrow I'm gonna remake it. Try to get it a little chunkier. And so if you want a chunkier one, yeah, gotta get out there. I don't know if I'm gonna have time, so someone's gotta bring some fish back. I'm hungry, and beyond chicken thighs and ground beef tubes, there's not much that's like, you know, at Publix that like I physically I will stubbornly eat ground beef tubes until the day I die if like the stuff is priced so insanely still. But I get that things are gonna be different, like, and like cigarettes were 50 cents a pack. My parents are my age, so everything's subject to change. But in compared to the items surrounding it, and just like certain things becoming just wild. Like the smallest little pack of oxtail is $33. It was like six little delicious. Six little delicious morsels. But so I definitely think I'm going to retie one of these. I cannot get over it. I thought it was gonna whip a few up like factory style, like wham bam. 1 hour and 38 minutes. No, it's beautiful. I'm really stoked on it. But yeah. It was the same thing when I used to make jewelry. Like, I'd be like, oh, I can make you a chain, no problem. It'll take me like 20 minutes. Like 3 hours later, it's still sitting there in the same spot. When I tried sewing, I used to like make the stuff off of a mannequin, because women's clothes you could get really free with. You could just kind of have, hey Richard, how you been? You could just kind of stitch and pin things draped anyway, and it'll be interesting at least. And God, I remember like was squatting so long, I just did not even realize that I stood up. I fell over like a bowling pin. I did that a few times, honestly. Especially when you get into making something, especially tedious, like you can only time travel like one direction, but yeah, you could definitely time travel. Just like sleep. There's the red. And so I think my dad he wanted red and white, so got a red little bait fish if anybody wants them. And the red and white one, I thought a cool name would be, because for the longest time I thought Red Dead Redemption was Red Head Redemption, so it would be called the Red Head Redemption, because it would essentially be a deceiver, because it was a deceiver style with instead of chartreuse red, and a lot of his old lures are half white and half red, like yeah. But Red Head Redemption. For years I thought it was Red Head Redemption. Oh. That's gonna be wild to get the hang of. Because it's, I mean, every pattern is so well thought out. It reminds me almost like of a typewriter, like tick, 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 tick. Can you imagine like making like a mechanical fly tying device, but it's a typewriter, like type thing, like ding, tick, 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 ding, and different perhaps like wraps. Someone did it with paint once, like a typewriter that was paint. So what time is it? 11:40 in bed. Trying to enjoy until this next few weeks. Holy shit. I don't even know how I'm gonna handle. I think I'm just gonna cope emotionally with trying to find thrift stores. So, like, if I find some really cool clothes, like some like funky like fits, if you will, I know how to hijack my own mind, alright? So if there's something that I'm dreading, like if I have to be somewhere consecutively, I'll just make sure I have, because I do like clothes, and you know, my favorite part of, I mean, pajamas, but anyway, I just like them, even if it's rags. I just like them, but what does he say? Oh, just like have something you're excited to wear. So it kind of gets you pumped to wear this outfit, but really you're like having to be at an appointment at 6 in the morning. So it's just like little ways like that to kind of override dread and find, if like it's an appointment that's a few hours, find any shops around it. If they're, or go on Google Earth and find if there's any little ponds or maybe walking trails, anything. And because then it becomes like exploratory, and it's a bunch of stuff like that. And behind every building is a forgotten little patch of something. And you know, no creeks. I remember the reason why I really want to go to Colorado again to go in the summer is to try to pan for gold, like casually. And the McDonald's in Manitou, I went in the back of it, and it was just a precious little creek. And eating a Happy Meal like on a creek is something like I have to experience that again. Maybe not a Happy Meal, but you know what I mean. Creeks don't really exist in my parts. That's the geographical feature I really want to like looking for shells is one of my favorite pastimes. I think it's healing for every human being to engage in. It's beachcombing, but anywho, panning for gold is essentially beachcombing. And like while something's cooking, you're like, or like fishing, so you could essentially just have work, pleasure, and play in like one area, finding creeks. And I think that's, yeah, that's like a real good dream. I wonder, spot locally in Florida for any Floridians here. I don't know if anybody's spent a lot of time at Peace River, but you could find, God, I look like hell, but so many person R2D2? Red Dead. Oh, okay. Every time I see it spelled out like that, I think there's a R2D2. Does anyone remember him? I think it's like drum and bass. Brazil! Very nice. Oh. Comics Marvel, very nice. Sorry to hear about your horse. That must be really brutal, because that's another like extra super sentient. So really feel for you there. 19 a pound. Everybody shows me that everything as for time for travel. Yeah, no, you're going to Scotland. Florida. Southeast Florida. So the Atlantic coast. And hopefully it'll start warming up to get back out there, because I am tired. I never make it that, like, I barely make it through the winter, because I always have such high hopes for it, like bundling it up and like taking really long walks. I never do. It always gets a little colder than usual. Few lucky winters, but always underprepared, I think, is the biggest part. But as soon as the water starts opening up, that opens the ocean back up, and that's pretty much it. That's excluding, like, I don't know, pretty much the only place to go that like really can't wait to get back to, because that Blue Heron spot is accessible for all, so it doesn't matter if anyone has like perhaps a bad back and can't traverse much sand, or you know, any injuries or handicaps. It's very accessible. There's even a pad for a wheelchair to be brought all the way to the water that being said, the best time to go is slack tide because it does get a bit doo-doo brown. That Two Life Crew song is actually about Blue Heron Bridge at Low Tide. Boy, and very nice. That is right over yonder. They have the neighboring inlet, which really, really, really sweet inlet. Really dangerous inlet, but really sweet inlet. There's a little island called Beer Can Island. It used to be called that. Now it's like a bird sanctuary. But that's where we want to go, like, as soon as possible, as soon as you get a moment, to try shrimping. And my dad used to fish there a lot, and he used to watch a guy shrimp there, just pointing a light, scooping with basket, and really now's the best time. Like when I was reading forums, it was like February was a recommended time, and really want to give that a go. Big bag. God, something like, forgot how many shrimp like you can keep, and all that is so useful. I really want to hydrate, and to make the seasoning. I did finally find a spot that sells the baby shrimps locally, which I'm trying to get into that because if you think about it, it's just like seasoning, like seafood seasoning or what have you. But it's made out of shrimp, so you got like calcium and stuff like that. It's just uncut gems. I don't know anything about that lady, but she's definitely a weirdo. I like that lady. Whenever she pops up, it's always like, what the? I don't know many of these like new peoples in the Hollywood sphere, what have you. So it's a whole nother world. It's pretty interesting. I keep looking up and like it looks like Babylon, but Boynton. But anywho, I'm getting a little anxious. So I'm going to. I'm thoroughly enjoying just like the rest of the night and probably tomorrow trying to live in slow motion, because then the day after is when real intensive stuff happens. So thinking up a bunch of snack ideas because I'm gonna be chilling in offices for hours at a time every day, and code, one of the appointments will be near you, and I did look on Google Earth. They have a retention pond. I don't know how stoked they are if people poke around in it, but there is a retention pond and quite a few other like things to at least check out. Drone, maybe, please. I have a thing for hospital food for some reason. I love it. It's like future from the 1950s food. Like it just appears out of particles or something. But that being said, if anybody's ever hospitalized in Palm Beach County, I will visit you anytime, as long as the cafeteria is open. I feel like it would be weird to just go and get lunch from the cafe. But you know what I'm talking about? The mosquitoes, the mashed potatoes, and like the frozen kind of vegetable combination, and like some very thin slices of turkey with, you know, it's a delicacy of a standard American family, so there's been many hospital visits. And that's what I would like to avoid at all costs. That ocean out there and back alleys, because, you know, I'll get into growing plants again eventually. Can't get my hair. Oh, that's why I want to get bangs. Every. Oh, please, 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 because that would be huge. My dad's gonna really, really, really enjoy having headphones, because I don't use the earbuds unless I'm sitting in one spot because they eject from my ears and then they're bouncing all over the place, and then you have to like either just stick it back in your ear or like find something to disinfect them, which I don't usually go that far. That's why I can't stand the things. But so there were some 2-pack. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, doesn't have to worry about charging him. I can talk on the phone because his face is about to be very sore. More sore than now. Man, I'm rambling hardcore, and I'm rambling about nothing. Pissing myself off, to be honest. Because I feel like I'm about to go on a plane or something. It's the same feeling, but it's gonna be like a train rather of really trying not to miss. So code, if you're near my creation station and see the watercolor kit with the small watercolor sketchbook spiral bound, as well as the watercolor paintbrushes in the Dave's Last Resort cup, that and just the kit with the blue tin is fine, because that I'll be one step closer to the gouache paintings, which I don't know why I do this. I meticulously plan like a drawing. I want to draw my dad some sand perch as a gift, and I'm not the best at building color with paint or colored pencil or just watercolor. So my goal is to sketch it out, get the background down watercolor, and like the background, like the main colors in, and then use that jelly gouache. If you haven't seen it yet, jelly gouache, it looks real satisfying to use. Even if drawing or doodling ain't your thing. But I really want to make some Mojara sand perch. It's his favorite to eat. They are very delicious. It's like a delicacy, like a white dove. But I think the one reason too I'm avoiding is it's gonna take a minute. I hope if y'all aren't here, ain't no thing as late as 12. Just know that I deeply appreciate all y'all. Not just saying that, and please never hesitate. Any flies up for grabs, because they're piling up, and I'm just trying to keep my hands busy so I could keep the muscle memory and just keep tying, to be frank, and to sound like a cheese ball. But just happy to be here. I'll be here for a while, and I deeply appreciate it. Any pattern recommendations, any websites that perhaps have a lot of vital information, especially for the beginner mind, is more than appreciated. Because the more like stuff that I get in my mind, like I'll have like a vocabulary, or I'll know more language to therefore communicate more ideas, because I love fish. I don't know what else to say, so I'm real stoked on this. So I'm like clawing to learn as much as I can. I don't have the best focus though, but because I don't know, surreal. Anyway, anything to learn to perhaps aid in efficiency and understanding, because there's a lot of unanswered whys that like I've been kind of working past, but I'm trying to think of one now. Oh, like the marabou fluff on the sides of turkey flats as opposed to marabou blood quills, if that acts the same. Body paint. Holy trucks, G-Royce. What on earth is... This reminded me, my mom played my dad the WAP song, because you have to realize, when that song came out, she was in a coma. So, yeah, it was just this encoded video. I just woke up. It's like, I just love when like the juxtaposition. I love seeing people react to songs like that's like the polar opposite of what they would listen to, and they're just like. It's just one of my favorite things. I listen to a lot of music reactions for that reason, and usually if it's like the most polar opposite like song versus like whoever's reacting to it makes it more interesting. But I'm going to make some espresso. It takes a minute. I don't know if anybody's gonna be here. That's why I wanted to do the whole spiel, but I'm thoroughly just enjoying this night, so probably either tie another one of these guys or try a few other that I have marked, because it's the only good thing about being on hold for so long that I was able to finally really start going through books today and patterns while I've been here, because yeah, I haven't been at the desk in a long time. But anyway, I shall return. Love y'all. Have a beautiful evening. And yeah, well, I'm just making coffee, but yeah, y'all won't be here because it's gonna be like quiet. I don't expect that. And anyway, love y'all. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna cut this because probably should do some I don't know what I'm saying anymore. That's why I should get it anyway. Love y'all. Have a beautiful evening. Thank y'all dearly. And if you ever want to see any form of techniques deployed by a beginner or craft stuff, I've been reeling in my mind trying to find other craft things to incorporate here, and nothing comes to mind currently, excluding braids. But alright, I have to shut up because. Ironically, I've been trying to keep my mouth a little quieter in streams, but something happens. I don't ramble like this in person. I don't know what happens, but what up? I'm here a little bit. But yeah, great. There's boys. God, I gotta get back to Florian. Happy trails. Have a beautiful night. Love y'all. Beautiful night. Sorry. Nice normal stream. Happy trails, y'all. Have a beautiful night. Just realized that I could also use that chenille as a little bit of dubbing. It's the most beautiful pink. Alright. Happy trails. Evos, happy trails. Much appreciated. Can't wait to, I really wish the comments caught up a lot faster, because I scanned the comments to write down any products or recommendations, but I have to wait like 24 hours. But I always appreciate the input, and hope your night is golden, and happy trails. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, any pattern recommendation I could do a lot of stuff, just not the mental clarity. So, got the supplies, just not the mental clarity. And you know, that's happy truth. That comes and goes. Quack attack, good night. Hope your night is golden. And yeah, as always, never hesitate, Coop, if you hear this, good night. And I'll just what is that on the TV? Visiting here, good night. I hope y'all have a beautiful night. And gosh, don't have happy trails. Serious.